I'm going to show you how to drag a log using a little stick. First, I'm just putting a little groove around here. This isn't necessary. This is probably just more for video's sake, but it will help keep your cordage centered in this stick a little bit better. You don't want to go too far, because then you weaken the stick and you end up snapping it in half if you put too much pressure, because all your cordage pressure is going to go right in there. Alright, so we just got a little stick that we just cut off of a tree. Alright buddy, I'm going to show you how to do a quick put a toggle on a little bit of cordage, and we'll be able to that stick right down there right behind you, or that log that you were I know you said you could carry it no problem, but I thought it'd be an opportunity to show people kind of a neat trick for when it actually is too heavy, how to give yourself some leverage and put a rope around that thing and pull it. Sound good?
Yes, sir.
Alright, to do a timber hitch, you're going to come around your rope, your cordage, and you're going to come back the other way. Okay?
Okay. See
that? I'm not going under here. I'm not going under this side. I'm going back under this side. I probably want to leave myself maybe a little bit more slack than that. So give myself a little bit more. Alright. And then we're going to go under once, under twice, and under 3 times. Okay, and then if we're going to be pulling on this log this way, you can just move this around to where this, when you pull on it, is putting pressure against the log. So what's happening is when we pull on this, it's putting, see how it's binding all that?
Yes, sir.
So number one, it's going to be very easy to get undone, because especially, I mean, sometimes we're using big thick rope and we're putting something on this and like using a truck to drag it, and we're putting massive pressure, and you got a knot here, you'll never be able to get it out. But with this timber hitch, it comes undone very easily, because there's no real knot here. So once we put it down, cinch it tight with those 3 wraps, you're good to go. Okay, so that's a timber hitch. That's how we're putting our cordage to the tree. We're going to give us a little slack to pull this with. We can come all the way to the end, and we're going to put a Marlin spike hitch. So you're just going to create a loop and put it back over itself. Remember that in our last video?
Yes, sir.
When we were using this same knot to put this to hang our bag from the tree, our backpack. So we're going to come up to it, we're going to do a loop and flip it over itself. Okay? And you see how that cord's running right up the middle? We're going to go right through here and then cinch it down. Now remember, I put that notch in the center of my toggle?
Yes, sir.
We're going to put that right through there and use that to cinch it down. And it's going to tighten up. Now, as long as there's pressure on this, you can put as much pressure as you want, and you're good to go. So now you're stuck to you're fixed to the log with your cordage, and you got a handle. You can use 2 hands, you can use 1 hand and run it through like that, and you can pull your log, you can lift it up, do whatever you got to do, and pull it back to our camp.
Cool.
Give it a shot. Is that a little bit easier?
Yes, sir.
I know you could have done it before, but that's a cool trick. Buddy, explain, I got the camera going. Explain what you were talking about, where it might make sense for us to use a little bit longer cordage next time.
So it might be better to use longer cordage next time, because when you're walking, it might like hit your foot or your ankle. So it should be better to use longer cordage next time.
So if you were out there maybe 2 more feet in front of it, there'd be no risk of the log kind of snipping at your ankles.
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. All right, let's get it untied. All right, undo your Marlin spike hitch. All right, that was easy.
Yes, sir.
All right, now let's take off the timber hitch.